Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome back to Cowboys News TV. Let's dive into the latest news around our favorite team, and remember, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Every subscription takes us closer to our 12,000 subscriber goal, so if you love Cowboys updates, join our community. Now, let's get into what's been happening with the Dallas Cowboys and their recent matchup with the 49ers. Once again, the Cowboys had a tough night facing off against San Francisco. This is now the fourth game in a row where the Cowboys couldn't get past the 49ers. But let's be clear, the game didn't start out all bad. In fact, the Cowboys actually went into halftime with a slight lead of 10-6. So, what went wrong? Let's unpack it. The third quarter was where things really took a turn. That's when the 49ers, led by Kyle Shanahan, made some major adjustments, and suddenly, the Cowboys found themselves unable to keep up. San Francisco's offense, led by Brock Purdy, started clicking, scoring 3 touchdowns across 3 drives, each one putting the Cowboys on the back foot. On top of that, the 49ers defense intercepted Dak Prescott twice, which hurt any chances of maintaining momentum. Head coach Mccarthy broke it down after the game. He said the third quarter became a huge problem, mainly because the offense couldn't get a break. They had 3 3-and-outs plus a turnover. McCarthy noted that they got stuck in a valley and just couldn't climb back out in time. Even though it was only one quarter, that was all it took to swing the game in the 49ers' favor. Engage with us. What do you think? Should McCarthy change his approach? Let us know in the comments if you think adjustments are needed to keep the team focused for all 4 quarters. The Cowboys did have a shot at making a comeback in the fourth quarter, thanks to some strong play from ceedee Lamb and Dak Prescott. But unfortunately, there was no fairy tale finish this time. A few more mistakes sealed the game in the 49ers' favor, and that was all she wrote. McCarthy expressed his disappointment, mentioning how the team prepped hard, but it wasn't enough. Cowboys fans, what do you think the Cowboys can do differently in these close games? Drop your thoughts below. Now, as the Cowboys gear up for their upcoming games, the challenges just keep coming. Up next, they're facing the Atlanta Falcons, then taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, the Houston Texans, and the Washington Commanders. All of these teams are at the top of their game right now, with a combined record of 22-9. It's going to be a real test for Dallas. McCarthy emphasized the need to get better at both stopping and committing to the run game, which has been a consistent issue this season. He pointed out that for the Cowboys to play their style of complementary football, they'll need to improve in these areas, and fast. Cowboys Nation, what's your take? Do you agree with McCarthy that the run game is the missing piece? Vote with a thumbs up if yes or a thumbs down if no in the comments. Here's another twist in the Cowboys story this season: Ezekiel Elliott. After some controversy surrounding his role, Zeke finally got a chance to show what he could do. With Rico Dowdle out due to illness, Elliott started alongside Dalvin Cook and made a big impact, scoring a touchdown early in the game. It's no secret Elliott has been frustrated with his role, especially when it comes to red zone opportunities. While some fans saw his complaints as a bit selfish, it turns out he may have had a point. He's known for his ability to find the end zone, and he reminded everyone of that with his second quarter touchdown. So, was Zeke right to speak up? Or should he let his game do the talking? Share your thoughts below. Finally, let's talk about what's going on with the Cowboys front office. For a while now, fans have been asking for some big moves, whether it's bringing in a new running back or a standout wide receiver to complement the offense. But Jerry Jones and his son Steven haven't done much in that direction, and it's starting to show on the field. Following the Cowboys' latest tough loss, Stephen Jones spoke out, but fans are finding his words confusing. Instead of making a clear statement, he gave what many are calling a word salad, saying a lot but not really saying anything at all. Steven claimed they have good players and that they're just going through adversity, but there wasn't any commitment to making changes. One major issue that's driving fans crazy is the lack of consistency in the Cowboys' offensive play calling. There's been a lot of talk about how this offense needs to build rhythm and momentum, but has often fallen flat, especially in crucial third quarters like the one against San Francisco. Many are questioning if McCarthy's play calling is really in sync with the team's strengths, especially with weapons like CeeDee Lamb and Tony Pollard often feeling underutilized. Cowboys Nation, do you think the offensive strategy needs a complete overhaul or just minor tweaks? Comment overhaul if you think it's time for a big change, or tweaks if you think small adjustments could turn things around. Then there's Dak Prescott, who's been at the center of conversations after each loss this season. With another 2 interceptions against the 49ers, fans and analysts are asking, is Dak really the long-term solution, or is he just not set up for success with the current offense? Prescott has shown he can be a reliable quarterback in past seasons, but it's clear that he's struggled to stay consistent with the turnovers this season. One question we're asking is whether Prescott's role should shift to prioritize quick, high-efficiency throws instead of pushing for deep, risky plays. This could give the offense more stability and play to Dak's strengths, especially with reliable hands like CeeDee Lamb and Jake Ferguson ready to make those key catches. What's your take? Is it time for Dak to change his game plan, or should McCarthy adjust the offense to better fit Prescott's skill set? Let us know in the comments. The Cowboys' defense has been a bright spot this season, but they've faced some setbacks. Injuries to players like Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence have tested the depth of the unit, while the secondary has had its own challenges. Although they kept the 49ers within reach for most of the game, they couldn't quite close out the way fans hoped, especially with key turnovers giving San Francisco those extra scoring opportunities. McCarthy highlighted that to play true complementary football, the Cowboys' defense needs to pair with a balanced defense. This means limiting turnovers on offense to keep the defense off the field and well-rested to perform at their best. Cowboys Nation, who's your defensive MVP so far? Drop a name below, whether it's a standout like Micah Parsons or a surprise contributor. Looking forward, the Cowboys are up against the Falcons, the Eagles, the Texans, and then the Commanders. Each of these teams brings a unique threat, and with the NFC East being as competitive as ever, Dallas can't afford to slip further behind. This will require focus, grit, and possibly some bold decisions to either tweak the lineup or try out new plays. McCarthy stressed that the team will keep working hard to make those adjustments and find a winning formula that sticks. But fans are eager to see results on the field, and as each game passes, the pressure to win becomes even more intense. Do you think the Cowboys can pull off a winning streak against these tough teams? Let us know by commenting yes or no and give us your score predictions for the upcoming game against the Falcons. Cowboys Nation, thanks for tuning in. As we gear up for Week 9, there is no question that the road ahead is going to test every part of this team. But one thing is certain, no matter what, we'll be here bringing you all the latest news, breakdowns, and insights from America's team. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Cowboys News TV, and hit that bell so you're notified when we drop new content. We're aiming for that big 12,000 subscriber milestone, and your support is what keeps us going. Now, Cowboys fans, let's hear from you. What's the one change you think could help the Cowboys turn this season around? Leave your thoughts in the comments, vote on our poll, and let's keep the conversation going. That's it for today, Cowboys Nation. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.